What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, what's going on in the United States, what's going on in Washington, D.C., money, investing, and the $3.5 trillion stimulus package, which will be the largest stimulus package yet to date that the House of Representatives is working on putting the bill together and what will be in that stimulus package. We're going to be talking about that stimulus package, state stimulus checks coming out from different states in this video, as well as several different things going on in our country. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Remember that new videos come out here on our channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you find these videos helpful, don't forget to hit the like button for us down below, and let's jump right in. A new report on the COVID-19 origins has come up inconclusive. Check this out. The U.S. intelligence community was unable to reach a conclusion about the origins of COVID-19 after a 90-day review of available data and interviews with top health experts and officials. If anyone was surprised about the inconclusive results, it was not those of some health experts and officials. Those with experience hunting viruses in their natural habitats know just how difficult it is to track their origins. Many have said from the beginning that there is insufficient evidence to pinpoint the moment in which the virus infected its first human victim, and based on experience with previous novel pathogens, the evidence is almost certain to never be found. Quote, "It is obvious to many of us that based on the information they had, it was going to be incomplete," said Michael Osterholm, director of the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Prevention at the University of Minnesota. The level of information you need from the time that a spillover may have occurred or the time a leak may have occurred is in relatively short supply. This review by American intelligence agencies will be unsatisfying for everyone, whether they are inclined to believe the virus came from an animal known as a reservoir host and infected the first humans in a natural setting, something most health experts believe is the most likely explanation, or that the global pandemic is a result of a lab leak from a facility in Wuhan, China. And of course, we all know that the Chinese government has not helped at all. You can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments if you think it came out of a lab in China or if it came from a natural animal to a human. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Home prices rose 18.6% on an annual basis in June for a third straight record high. Wow. A closely watched gauge of housing prices rose nearly 20% year over year in June, according to data released on Tuesday, setting a new record high for the third consecutive month. Wow. They rose 18.6% in the last 12 months leading into June, up from 16.8% in May and 14.8% in April. Wow. These last several months have been extraordinary, not only in the level of price gains, but in the consistency of gains across the country. This coupled with the fact that investors, investment firms, single investors, private investors, equities, investment funds, hedge funds, investors as a whole are buying up single family homes across the U.S. 1 in every 7 homes in the U.S. are now bought up by investors, which is further helping drive up the price of homes across the United States and drive up the price of rent across the United States. Yeah, 1 in 7 homes is bought by investors now. Goldman Sachs says that almost 1 million households will face eviction this year based on foreclosures of their homes as mortgage forbearance is coming to an end this year. Mortgage forbearance could be extended by the Biden administration sometime this year. There's going to be over 1 million people coming out of mortgage forbearance in the next 12 months. Actually close to 2 million people coming out of mortgage forbearance. Mortgage forbearance is a stimulus provision that could be extended by the president, even without the stimulus package. It's one of those things that just could be done and extended for millions of Americans with mortgage forbearance. With the Delta variant surging, will there be a fourth stimulus check included in this next stimulus package? That is the question on a lot of people's minds. That is a good question. The one thing we do know, well, there's a lot of things we do know. One is this next stimulus package is going to be the largest stimulus package ever at $3.5 trillion. So there's a lot of room for a fourth stimulus check. Okay. The third stimulus check costs about $400 billion. Okay. So that would be a little bit over 10% of the cost of the $3.5 trillion. And if they wanted to cut down the price of it, they could put a stimulus check in there for less than $200 billion. Okay. And they could easily fit that in there. In fact, they put a stimulus check in the second stimulus check package, and that whole package costs less than $1 trillion. Some states are sending out their own round of stimulus checks right now. In fact, California is sending out the second round of what they call the Golden State stimulus checks, $600 to $1,100 stimulus checks for up to 25 million people in the state of California. Here is the California Governor, Gavin Newsom, on sending out this second round of California state stimulus checks.
Hey everybody, it's Governor Gavin Newsom, and I'm incredibly proud of California's economic recovery, close to an $80 billion operating surplus, and that's afforded us an opportunity to do something no other state in U.S. history has ever done, and that's provide over $12 billion of tax rebates. We call it the Golden State Stimulus, and I want you all to know upwards of $1,100 if you have dependents, $600 if you do not. Those checks are going out later this week. Look out for checks either in your mailbox or directly in your account. The Golden State Stimulus is on its way.
Now for California, the first round went for $600 stimulus checks, went out for people making up to $30,000. And you file a tax return to tell the state, a state's tax return, to tell the state that you made, how much money you made. I believe if you were on SSI, you could get it without filing a state tax return. You might want to consider, if you don't file a tax return, you might want to consider filing a tax return to tell the state how much you made. This is not financial advice or state tax return advice. You might want to call a state official and ask them information if you didn't get your California state stimulus check yet for the first round. And ask more information about this. The second round is going out right now. You can see here, let me know or let our viewers know down below if you've gotten the second round for people making between $30,000 and $75,000. You are entitled to be paid $500 to $600, $600 and an additional $500 for children. So a total of $1,100 if you have children, going out to over 25 million people in the state of California. There's multiple other states that have done in the past or are doing some type of stimulus payment, stimulus program, stimulus check. In Colorado, people who received at least one unemployment payment between March 15th and October 20th will receive at least $375 extra stimulus check. Maryland had a previous stimulus check of up to $500 for families and $300 for individuals who filed for the earned income tax credit, and were also passed in legislation for the state of Maryland. Again, I think you had to file an income tax return for the state as well so that they know how much income you earned with the state. New Mexico plans to distribute up to $5 million in stimulus funds to residents who didn't qualify for federal payments. Florida stimulus checks, most teachers and administrators are being sent out $1,000 stimulus payments. Those are still in development and are being sent out actually right now Also, first responders, some first responders are included in these Florida stimulus checks. Georgia's stimulus checks, as you can see here, Georgia's plan is generous. Full-time teachers and administrators will pocket $1,000, while part-time teachers will likely take $500. Pre-K educators will also likely have payments to claim. Michigan will have sent $500 hazard pay bonus to their teachers. New York, there is a $2.1 billion fund for undocumented workers who were unable to claim aid via federal stimulus. In order to qualify, you will need to be a resident of the state and have made less than $26,208 in 2020. Tennessee, there is checks of $1,000 that will be sent to teachers labeled as hazard pay bonus, and part-time teachers will get $500. Texas, nothing statewide has been confirmed yet, but Fort Worth and Arlington will increase the pay of district employees by 4%. Denton and Mansfield will increase pay by 2%. And Denton employees will be given bonuses of $500, and in Irving, $2,000 payments will be given to staff who return to classrooms in September. This is not all of them, but hopefully there will be more in the future. There has been other ones like the North Carolina $335 stimulus checks for families with children, and New Mexico had a $500 one. There's been other ones by counties. I remember that Orange County, Florida had 3 different rounds of $1,000 stimulus checks. There's been other ones in the past, and there will be more in the future. I will keep you up to date on these as well. For the fourth stimulus package, the $3.5 trillion stimulus package, there's going to be all sorts of different programs similar to that, not necessarily like for teachers and hazard pay and different things like that, but there's going to be different programs that are kind of similar, where there's going to be various different programs in this next package, like on this list. Internet assistance, $50 off per month, your internet bill, cell phone bill, possibly debt forgiveness, paid family medical leave, adult tax credits, that is probably going to be for people making under $50,000 per year. Remember, a tax credit is basically a check. It's going to be money in your pocket. That's probably going to be in this package. So we don't know exactly how that's going to work. We're going to be finding that out here soon. Remember the child tax credits. I think most people know how that works as well right now. Those are going out in monthly checks of $250 to $300 per month. But those end at the end of this year, okay? Those are a total of $3,000 for children ages 6 through 17 for the year, and $3,600 for children under the age of 6, for about 65 million children, okay? That's a lot of people, a lot of families being helped there. But those end at the end of this year, okay? So they need to extend that in this next package. They say they want to do that in this next package, but if you have children, you're really hoping that they do that, okay? Those are monthly checks for children or for the families of children, okay? We really hope that they do that in this next package. And they're saying that there's also going to be an adult tax credit in this next package for low to middle low income families as well. Probably for people $50,000 and under, okay? Exactly how that's going to work, how much it's going to be, and how the checks are going to work, if it's going to be on your tax return, if it's going to be sent out in advance like the child tax credits are. We will find out here shortly. All these other things on this list, utility assistance, mortgage assistance, they could have mortgage forbearance here done as well. 2 years of free community college. We think that that is going to be included in this next package. The Medicare expansion. Medicare expansion is, in my opinion, one of the biggest items in this list. It's going to be one of the biggest items probably done ever, because it's benefits that are going to be done forever. Forever. In a lot of ways, it's way more important than putting money in your pocket one time. Okay? Because these are benefits that are going to go on forever, year after year after year, for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, okay? These are benefits that are going to go on for the rest of your life. Hearing, dental, dentures, vision benefits, hearing aid benefits, and lower the Medicare eligibility age to age 60, okay? These are benefits that you're going to get for the rest of your life, Okay. And they say that up to like 75% of seniors do not have these benefits. So these are going to be benefits for tens of millions of people. Okay. I also think that the free college, again, I think this is going to be available for everybody that makes below a certain income threshold. It's probably going to be the same as the third stimulus check package. So you could be 20 years old or you could be 80 years old, and you're probably going to be eligible to go to free community college. That's going to be a game changer because people are going to be able to go to college and not have to spend $25,000 to $50,000 a year. Okay. I also think that in the future, they're going to try to bump that up to 4 years of community college. And I also think they're going to try to bump it up to state college and other types of college in the future. Okay. Not for this package, but remember, there's going to be more stimulus packages coming after this. Coming after this. Okay. Remember, on October 1st, they get more reconciliation cards, and there will be more packages after this pass through the reconciliation process. So I really think that they need to include a forced stimulus check on top of all these other things. On top of all these other things, remember that in the third stimulus check package, they had all these other things. They had rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance. I'm trying to even think of all the things that they had. They had the SNAP pandemic increase of, the pandemic increase of SNAP, and then they had the 15% bonus of SNAP, and they had the child tax credits of $3,000 to $3,600, and on top of all that other stuff, they had the $1,400 checks for adults, the $1,400 checks for children, and the $1,400 checks for adults and adult dependents on top of everything else. And that package was only $1.9 trillion. Okay. This package is going to be $3.5 trillion. So I really hope that they have a forced stimulus check on top of all this other stuff. Now I understand that they have a lot of really like game-changing items in there, like basically Medicare 2.0, that's going to have these benefits that are going to go on forever for seniors. I think they're going to lower the Medicare eligibility age to 60. There's been some talk on if they were going to be able to do that or not, lower the eligibility age or not. The most recent articles I've seen is yes, they are going to do that. Again, everything is up for consideration and debate until it actually passes. Okay, there's going to be a lot of back and forth because remember, they need every single vote in the Senate, all 50 Democrats, and at 99% of the votes in the House. Remember, not a single Republican is going to vote for this, so don't expect any help from the Republicans. I'm not choosing sides or anything, but that's just how the vote is going to go down. Okay, so every single Democrat in the Senate needs to say yes. That is how it went down in the preliminary votes. But remember, the preliminary votes, the motions to proceed, is very, very different than when they're actually voting on what's in the bill. It's a very, very different vote than, yes, I'm voting on this, this. The actual stuff in the bill, as opposed to, yeah, I'm just voting on the motion to proceed. Those are two very, very different votes. So I will keep you up to date on everything. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here on our channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also share this video down below. Click the share button. It copies the link, and you can share this video with your friends and family. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video has in the middle of the video how to apply for rent assistance. You can get up to 12 months of your rent paid from the third stimulus check package. We have had viewers get over $10,000 or more of their rent paid from the government from the third stimulus check package. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.